Audio Jungle.
Family of missing 4-year-old Westmoreland boy appeals for his safe return. The family of 4-year-old Shaquille Patterson, who has been missing since Sunday, is appealing for the public's assistance for his safe return home. Young Shaquille reportedly went missing in Friendship, Westmoreland during a grave digging. Tricia Thomas, the boy's grand-aunt, who is his primary caretaker and guardian, told reporters that he went missing after asking to go visit family members at their home nearby. Thomas said that he reportedly made it to the premises, and after spending some time there, he indicated that he was heading back to the grave digging. However, she said that it was the last time he was seen. A missing person report was subsequently made at the Withorn police station on Sunday night. Drugs worth $3 million seized in Hanover police operation. The police seized 2 kilograms of cocaine with an estimated street value of $3 million during an operation on Wharf Road, Orange Bay in Hanover on Tuesday. Reports are that about midday, lawmen were in the area when an abandoned building was searched. The police said a plastic barrel was searched and 2 transparent packages containing the cocaine were seen inside the barrel. No one was arrested in connection to the incident. Investigations continue. St. Catherine North Police linked mass shooting at Wake in Black Pasture near Point Hill to dispute between community members. The St. Catherine North Police have linked the mass shooting at a wake in Black Pasture near Point Hill, St. Catherine, to a dispute between community members. 1 person was killed and 7 others were wounded in the incident, which happened at around 12:45 a.m. The deceased has been identified as 35-year-old O'Neill Spencer. The wake was being held for the grandmother of reggae artist Christopher Martin. Commanding officer for the St. Catherine North Division, Superintendent Hopton Nicholson, said investigators are carrying out deep probe into the incident, which has drawn to the community. He explained that the shooting is the first of its kind to impact the community. The police are urging those with information to share it with the lawmen. Meanwhile, Superintendent Nicholson said the police have increased their presence in their area and support will be given to those affected by the shooting incident. He also appealed to citizens to find more amicable ways of dealing with conflicts.
At this time, the investigators are carrying out detailed investigation, hoping to unearth all available information so we can bring closure. The Point Hill area is a rural farming community, and it is the first in a very long time that any such incident occurred. As a matter of fact, it's the first that multiple shootings, multiple victims of a case of shooting occurred in that area, as far as I'm aware. We have already increased our presence in the community, and we also be getting the victim support from the victim support unit, so we can engage the community members as they heal from this tragedy. As far as we are aware, this is a preliminary information that is some feud between persons who are residing in the community, and this is the medium in which they chose to deal with their feud. And we appeal to persons whenever you're having disputes, whenever you're having disagreements, that you try to find amicable ways of dealing with it and not resorting to violence.
PNP wants swift investigation into murder of brother of St. James councillor. The opposition People's National Party PNP is calling for a swift investigation into the murder of Bruce Garden, the brother of PNP councillor for the Katadupa division in St. James, Kenroy Garden, who was gunned down during a reported attempted robbery. Reporters understand that Bruce, a Jamaica public service contractor, was on his way to St. Elizabeth when he stopped at a shop in the community of Burnt Ground, Hanover last evening. The 39-year-old father of 2 was reportedly shot and killed during an alleged robbery while purchasing a drink. PNP Information and Public Communications spokesperson Nikisha Burrell has condemned the attack. We call on the police to act swiftly in apprehending those responsible and to clarify the motive behind this crime. We urge the police to confirm whether this was indeed a robbery and to rule out any other motives circulating within the community so the Garden family can find some semblance of peace as they navigate this tragic period, Burrell said in a statement. Rachel, who is also the PNP MP caretaker for St. James Southern constituency, where Gordon is a councillor, expressed sadness on behalf of opposition leader Mark Golding and other PNP executives. This brutal attack has shaken the community, and we vehemently denounce this heinous crime. The People's National Party, both at the national level through party leader Mark Golding and through the South St. James Executive, where I serve as chairman, condemned this act of violence in the strongest possible terms, she wrote. At the same time, she stated that the now deceased man was no stranger to the Hanover community where he was murdered. She explained that both Bruce and her older brother Kenroy recently worked together to restore electricity in the area after the passage of Hurricane Beryl. Bruce's dedication to restoring electricity to the very community in which he lost his life makes this senseless act of violence even more devastating, she stated. While we bemoan the harsh reality of Jamaica's crime rate, Rachel called for all hands approach in tackling criminality across the island. According to the most recent crime statistics published by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, as of August 3rd, the country has recorded 692 murders. There have been 36 murders recorded in Hanover over the period. As we mourn the loss, we are reminded of the harsh reality of the unsafe Jamaica in which we live. Every day, too many families are torn apart by senseless acts of violence. It is imperative that we as a community remain vigilant and united in our efforts to protect ourselves and our loved ones. We must demand that the authorities take decisive action to restore safety and security in our communities. No one should have to live in fear, and it is our collective responsibility to push for changes necessary to create a safer Jamaica for all, she further stated. Education Minister Favor Williams assured that ministry not inundating system with foreign teachers. The Education Ministry is not inundating the system with foreign teachers. That is a declaration from Education Minister Favor Williams. She was responding to concerns from stakeholders regarding the recruitment of teachers from overseas to work in Jamaica. The move is one of several strategies being used by the Education Ministry to address a chronic shortage of teachers in some subject areas. It has been criticized by opposition spokesman on education Damon Crawford, who said the importation of foreign teachers raises several troubling questions. In responding, the Education Minister stressed that use of foreign teachers in Jamaica classroom is not new. She noted that teachers from overseas are already in the system. Mrs. Williams added that new teachers will fill gaps that have been identified in the public education system. Williams reiterated that the government has been offering scholarship, especially in STEM areas, but it will take time before local teacher numbers increase. She was speaking on the third day of the 60th Annual Conference of the Jamaica Teachers Association in Trelawney.
Over many, many decades, we have had teachers from other countries in our classrooms. Many of us sitting here can recall teachers who taught us English and other subjects coming from other countries. So it's not as if we're going to be inundating the sector. Currently, we do have teachers from other countries in the system. We have Cuban teachers, 75, and we have about 15 from other countries. And it's not just Spanish that they teach. They do teach other subjects as well. When we look at the new teachers coming into the system, there are gaps in certain subject areas. We went around, we spoke to principals, we talked about the option, and they expressed an interest in having such an option available to them. But again, we're not inundating the system with foreign teachers as the press would make it out to believe, or the opposition. That's not what we're doing. It's more of a surgical insertion for those gaps that I know we need to fill from our own system.
3 schools to be gazetted by year end. A number of schools that were not gazetted will receive such status by the end of the year. The assurance was given by Education Minister Favor Williams during a question and answer session of the Jamaica Teachers Association JTA conference in Trelawney. Williams revealed that while a number of schools were gazetted recently, 3 are yet to be done. Within the last 6 months, we have gazetted a list of schools. Unfortunately, Nain High School, Aberdeen High School, both in St. Elizabeth, and Licensed Centre of Excellence in St. Thomas were not in that long list. I know that Cabinet submission in this Parliament Council, which means it is very close to going to Cabinet, stated Williams. Williams was responding to queries by past President of the JTA, Lysandra Harrison, for an update. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.